Hello everyone, just bear with me 1 second, setting up some stuff. I'll do this. Hi everyone that joined. Hello, hi Dab. Just give me a second, I'm just setting up something. Can everyone hear me clear, by the way? Hella. All right, I'm just waiting 2 more minutes, so it's 1 sharp, and then I'm gonna start. Happy Diabetes Day to you, Ella. Thank you. Happy Diabetes Day to everyone, guys. هاي فادي. صباح الفل على المصريين في لندن. ماشي يا عم. Hi Molly, how are you? Hi Susu, I'm good. How are you? Right, guys, as you know, today I'm going to be answering all your questions, diabetes related and non-diabetes related. I'm just waiting for just 1 more minute really to start straight away. I do have a lot of questions that are already sent to me, but I would like you to put your questions in the live because they're going to take priority, because I'm definitely not going to be answering everything that I have here. Hi Jeffrey. So yeah, guys, feel free, think about the questions that you want to ask, put it in the live chat, and then I'll take over. Actually, we have already over 200 people in. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Happy Diabetes Day, everyone. Today, the 14th of November, marks the birth of a co-founder of insulin, Frederick Banting. Now, Frederick Banting, he found insulin along with other scientists. Probably the best I have seen. Okay, all right. We are celebrating that day because without them, we would have been dead. I'm talking about people with type 1 diabetes, including myself. So this day is more important than any other day in your life because this is what keeps us alive, insulin. This one right here. So I didn't prepare anything. As I said, I'm going to be answering questions. I have a lot, so I'm going to, scroll through some. Make sure you stay on the live for you to see. Hi, Clark. Okay, guys. To get the answers, even for the questions that you don't want, it's going to be very beneficial anyway. So I'm going to start with a guy sent me a message on Facebook saying, I used to work out and was in good shape, but lately with working full-time and having to pay for everything myself, I find my health going down the drain. I'm sort of a hard gainer. What should I do? So I'm thinking that this has nothing to do with the diabetes. It's just the way you train and the way you eat. There are a lot of ways that you can train and eat, especially eat cheaply. So you don't have to get people to, get people to pay for your food. To make your food for you to pay for them, sorry. It's very simple, oats is not expensive, rice is not expensive. There are some cheap whey protein out there. You don't have to have chicken and meat every day. It's better actually to have a lot of plant-based stuff. So I don't think this is diabetes related, but generally, if you're a type 1, you have difficulties, you've got challenges as opposed to a non-diabetic. Okay, let's get that clear. So it's not fun and games all the time. Your gain, if you're looking for muscle gain, if you have type 1 diabetes, it's going to be harder than a normal person. If you're looking for fat loss, if you have type 1 diabetes, it's going to be harder than a normal person, but definitely all of it is possible. Just harder, okay, but possible. And it's all based around how you manage your diabetes and how you cope with the challenges. So for example, if you're looking into training and you realize that you're going hypo just after exercise or during the exercise, then next time you know that you need some glucose while training or after training. As simple as that. This is the solution. don't get into the dilemma of, oh, I need to change this insulin, I need to look at this equation online. There are equations online that calculates how much insulin you need and stuff like that. I just don't see the point. It's all trial and error. So that's going to be the answer to your question, really. Right, another one, actually another three, they're very similar. So the first way of asking it is, how are you a happy diabetic? How does diabetes make you happy? Right, big pause right here, guys, big pause. As you know, I'm very positive about diabetes, and I always try to change any negatives to positives and just work around it and cope, right? No one is ever happy. ليه كلام ما حد في التمثيل؟ ليه كلام Shinawi, I don't understand what you said. You wrote in Arabic. I don't understand what you said. Diabetes, no one is ever happy from it. Okay, so no one ever got diagnosed with diabetes and be like, oh wow, I have diabetes, yeah, thank God. No. Me being positive or others being positive has nothing to do with, are we actually happy and we want to have it or not. No one wants to have diabetes, okay? So I'm not happy being a diabetic, but I am happy that I'm working my way around it. And this is what you need to understand, and this is what you need to do. This is the kind of mentality that I'm trying to show people. If there was a cure for type 1 diabetes, maybe I wouldn't be as positive and as productive as I am right now, because I was going to be waiting for the cure. Okay, for now there is no cure for diabetes, so you've got two choices: either to work your way around it, face the challenges, or give up to it. And the examples of people giving up to it is insane. It's a lot. So I would say, yeah, it's all here, all in the head. Okay, super. Let me just read some of the comments, guys, so then I can answer them. I want to boost my skills. Okay, this, that. Squared. ليه كلام مع حد في مهنه التمثيل. Guys, sorry, I'm going to say this in Arabic quickly because I don't understand it. شناوي أنا مش فاهم أنت قلت إيه. اكتب تاني. Right. Hi, thanks Alfred. Thank you guys. Thanks Vama. Happy Diabetes Day, Peggy. The drive, he drives, she screams. Nasser, thank you, bro. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna proceed, guys, with the Q&As. Right. So let me get some other questions from another platform. So I got messages on Facebook, I got messages on Instagram. I've got questions on Diabetes Academy. So guys, again, if you don't know Diabetes, if you didn't enroll to Diabetes Academy yet, I made it for free for everyone to join. So there is nothing more I can do. I'm taking care of the expenses myself. So I'm going to write it now. I'm going to put it in a link right now. Yep, I can write www.diabetesacademy.net. Okay, Diabetes Academy. Nope. I'm such a flop with the live videos. Here we go. Guys, this is the platform that you need to go on. Enroll. It's for free. Everything I say is on there. Okay, I write a lot of articles and stuff on it. Right, so back to some more questions I get asked. So, one for the kids. Oh my, there's a lot for the kids. All right, bear with me. So, a parent asked me, I want you to give me a diet plan for my son who is 13 and his HbA1c is 17. That's a lot. And they don't know what nutrients are good for him, what should he eat, what he shouldn't eat, without feeling I'm translating, by the way, his original Arabic, without feeling that he's restricted, because of course he's a kid and he's 13 years old. So basically, I would say with type 1 diabetes, there isn't something that you can't eat. Okay, you can eat everything, but you have to know, as I say all the time, your priority is to control blood sugar levels. But how do you do that? You have to know something called insulin to carb ratio. You have to know how does fatty food affect your blood sugar levels. You have to know how does protein affect your blood sugar levels. All the other factors as well, including exercise, illness, stress, emotions, a lot of stuff, a lot of sleep, a lot of stuff really. So basically, I would say it's for a 13 years old, it's your job as a parent to tutor them. It's your job as a parent actually to learn yourself first. So, you know, get some books online, reach out to me. I can direct you to the articles that I wrote that could help you. I can't definitely give you a diet plan, that's for sure, because I can't give everyone a diet plan. It takes time for me with my training, how I train people. It takes me at least a week to write a diet plan and a workout plan, because I don't just I don't just write the what's it called, the diet plan on a piece of paper and just throw at you. No, everything is very bespoke, and so far I've got 100% success with all my clients. So yeah, can't give you a diet plan, but this is the stuff that you need to look for: insulin to carb ratio, everything that affects your diabetes, all the factors. Again, I wrote an article about this on Diabetes Academy. Just go ahead and check it. That will be a lot easier. How long have you been diabetic for? I've been diabetic since 2011, so 9 years now. This looks really nice. Do you have the okay? No, so I'm reading some weird questions right now. What is, so in short, it's a long paragraph. In short, what is insulin resistance, right? The biggest misconception in the diabetes industry is this right now: insulin resistance. A lot of doctors you go to, or nutritionists you go to, they tell you you need to stop having carbs to control your blood sugar levels because you're insulin resistant. I don't think people know the science behind that. I did a live video actually, but in Arabic, where I drew on the board. The board is on the ground right now. I'll just explain it. I drew how it works. But in short, insulin resistance is primarily caused by having fat molecules in cells where they don't need to be there. You following me? Okay. That's a cell. Okay. That's a cell, right? In a cell, just try to imagine you've got different types of molecules. You've got fat molecules, you've got glucose molecules, you've got insulin molecules, okay? If there is a lot of fat in that cell, it would take the place of glucose and insulin, or one of each. And then if that happens, then the glucose and the insulin remains in the bloodstream. They don't get inside the cell itself. Okay, clear? Now, when you take insulin or you eat more glucose and it's not working, it's because of that. It's because the cell is occupied with a lot of fat molecules. So the solution to this is to get rid of the fat, and this is insulin resistance. So insulin resistance is not caused by the carbs, it's mainly caused by the fats, but it's affected by the carbs, okay? Because if you don't have the carbs, you're not gonna have the glucose in the bloodstream. So your blood sugar is not gonna be high. But then you didn't solve the problem, you're just masking the problem. The problem is the fat molecules. So if you're very insulin resistant, you need to, take it easy on the fatty products. Plant-based foods are a good solution, temporary if you want. Definitely get rid of the junk food, the oil, the meat, fats, and all that. That's very unhealthy. You don't want that at all, by any means. So this is insulin resistance. And this is what a lot of people misunderstand, and I don't I don't blame them, because I've seen more doctors thinking that the solution to insulin resistance is the carbs than actually the fat. A lot of people don't even know this. Yusuf, are you Arabian? I'm Egyptian, Yusuf. Yeah. Thank you, Elden. Marmur, okay. Go to work, Maram. Okay. Wish you the very best. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Yep. So this is insulin resistance for you guys. If you have any more questions regarding this, put it in the chat right now, please. Okay, so what is your diet? Straight to the point. Someone's asked me, what is your diet? My diet varies. Depends on the season, depends on what month. What am I doing? What's in my head? Am I closer to a competition, or am I trying to, put on some weight, build some muscles, and train really hard and so on? I will show you. Actually, I'll post it after this. I'll post 2 pictures of me being bulky, probably like how I am right now, and me being very shredded, closer to the competition. To show you the difference in physique, but my workout is the same. What changes my diet? That's all that's changed, and it makes this huge of a difference. So diet is very important. And hi, I'm type 1 diabetic bodybuilder from India. Hello, bodybuilder, how are you? Sorry guys to cut that. I just randomly, some comments, I just want to read it straight away. So my diet is dependent on the season, and normally I would talk generically. I don't count calories. I never counted calories, but I count macronutrients. So if I'm closer to competition, it's crucial for me to know all I need. For example, 300 grams of carbs, 250 grams of protein, minimal amount of fat. For example, that's how I would count stuff. What is calories in the end of the day? I'm gonna go to that point because there's a question about it, but it's made of macronutrients. So you need to know this. My diet off season, so just right now, for example, I try to eat a lot. I try to eat a lot of protein. I try to eat a lot of carbs. Still fats minimal. I'm not a huge fan of fats. Put it that way. Not sure if it's because of my diabetes and, as I mentioned, insulin resistance, but generally I don't see the fats being as useful as any other source. If you want to go keto, you go keto. That's not a problem. Inevitably, before the competition, I go keto without even meaning, because I'm dropping the carbs completely. But with the keto, in most cases, it's temporary, right? Some did, but most likely you're not gonna remain on keto diet for 10 years, for example. Now, you need carbs. Your body needs carbohydrates, needs fibers, needs the minerals, needs the vitamins in the carbohydrates. So back to the question, off season, I'm bulking up, eating a lot. Again, minimal amount of fats, but I don't eat junk. I try to eat plain food. So I love fruits and vegetables and chicken and rice and pasta. That's it. As simple as that. So yeah, that's my diet. So the question after that was related to the calories. So someone asked me, how do you count your calories? Because I struggle. So let's put that straight. A scientific definition of how to lose weight or to energy balance. Okay, let's talk about energy. What are calories? When you eat something, you're actually eating energy. The kilocalories, kilojoules, that's a unit for energy. Energy cannot be destroyed or created, can only be conserved, changed. So when you eat food, right, your body needs to use it or store it. There is no other way around it, because you're taking calories in, calories either out or stored. Nothing else that can be done. So what is responsible for weight loss? It is the calories. I'll tell you why I'm saying this. The question itself was, how do you count calories? But I'll tell you why I'm saying this. Weight loss, okay? Weight loss is related to calories and just calories, okay? But there is a big difference between weight loss and fat loss and muscle loss and water loss. Do you really want to lose weight in the form of muscles? Or do you really want to bulk up in the form of fat? No. And that's why it's important to know your macronutrients. It's important to count your macronutrients. That's all you need. So I'm finding some weird comments, guys, I swear to God. I'm not sure if I know. Do I know you guys? Miss you, my boo. Who's? Love you. Darren. Okay. Thank you. Right. So back to this. Sorry, guys. Back to this again. It is dependent. Your diet should be dependent on macronutrients more than calories. Counting calories is completely fine, but having one double cheeseburger is like having a big bowl of rice and 200 grams of chicken and 300 grams of vegetables, and definitely both the two are not going to have the same effect on your body, right? So I don't count calories. I just take Ghazi, you're welcome. I just take I just count my macronutrients, and then moving to the next point is you think about what are calories. Calories are made of macronutrients. So that we have 3 macronutrients. Macro means big, okay? Protein, fats, carbs. Protein and carbs, each gram of them has got 4 calories, 4 kilocalories. Each gram of fat has got 9 calories. So the most calorie dense is the fats. These are what makes the calories, okay? Micronutrients, which are, micro means small, are the stuff like vitamins and minerals and so on that you take in very small quantities, milligrams, okay? So yeah, that's the answer. I do not count calories, guys. Right, let's see the weird chat. Okay, I'm inspired today. Okay, thank you. Or you're welcome. I'm not sure what to say on this. Brilliant. Let's see what else is there. Again, guys, I'm not seeing actually questions in the chat. I'm seeing you sending me questions on my Facebook. Why don't you just say it in the chat? It's a lot easier for me to look at it instead of searching for it. Right, let me open Facebook again. It closed. How are you, Ilham? I'm good. How are you? Sorry, lads. Happy Diabetes Day to you too. Sorry, some guys are just asked me a question, so I'm telling him go live now on Instagram. Okay, question is, hi brother, I am type 1 of 41 years old. My HbA1c is okay, range between 5.9 to 6.8 during the last year, and I am on injection and using CGM, continuous glucose monitors. I am 170 centimeters and 87 kg. I have been trying to lose weight for the last 5 years, but without success. I hit gym 3-4 times weekly with 1-2 days cardio and 1-2 days weight lifting. Any recommendation to lower my body weight, please? Diabetes control. Is your blood sugar in range most of the time? No one is gonna have blood sugar in range all of the time. Never happens. Most of the time. What's your training like? What's your diet like? You need to understand. You need to know both of them, because if you're training, so as I said, the difference between the 2 pictures that I'm going to show you guys, I think the camera is a bit, yeah, here we go, that I'm going to show you guys is that only my diet has changed. So if you're training really hard and you're training properly and your diet is shit, then nothing's going to work. If your diet is good, but you're not putting in a lot of effort training, you will find, results, but you can speed them up. But from what you said, clearly none of them are on point. So you need to calculate your calorie or macronutrient target. You can't do it yourself, but trainers or nutritionists can do that. So I can help with that, but later. The second thing is you need to understand how the exercise will affect you. So how will it help you reach your goal? In PT, so if anyone here is a personal trainer, you would remember something called a SMART goal. S-M-A-R-T. SMART goal is a tactic, is like a concept that trainers use to try to help you reach your target. I'm not gonna explain it in details, but basically what it means is that SMART, S is specific, M is measurable, A is attainable, R is relevant, T is time, See these acronyms, all of them, they relate to something. So specific is what's your goal? Your goal is to, for example, I'll take this guy as an example right here. His goal is to lose weight. It's not very specific. Your goal is, if you want to lose weight, how much do you want to lose? Okay, he's 87 kg. Let's say he wants to drop it to 75. I want to lose 12 kilograms of weight. Simple as that. What am I saying? Oh yeah, 12 kilograms of weight. Okay. Measurable. Is it measurable? Of course, weight is measurable. You can stand on the scale and just measure it. That's not a problem. Attainable. It depends on the time frame that you put. So you don't say that I want to lose 12 kilos of weight tomorrow. That's not going to work. In a few weeks, in a few months. Perfect. That's attainable. Relevant or relevant. It means the exercises that you're doing, are they relevant to your weight loss? So for example, you can't be a marathon runner. No, you can't be wanting to get involved in a marathon, for example, and your training is doing pull-ups. That doesn't work. It's not relevant to your target. You need to train, you need to run, you need to train for that marathon. Finally, time frame. What is the time frame? Again, back to the point. If you tell me that you want to lose 12 kilo in 2 weeks, never gonna work. If you say in 6 months or an acceptable period, then that's possible. That's all you need to do. I just gave you a free personal training course right here, because this is actually what we studied back in the days. I'm not sure if they still do it, but yeah, that's all it is. Apart from this, very, very highly recommended to get a coach or a nutritionist or a trainer. Regardless where you are or who you are, you need someone to look into the stats for you, and you need a second eye. So when I compete, for example, I always have a mentor. I must have a mentor to look at me and tell me, okay, this muscle is lacking, you outperformed here, and so on. So you must have that. Right, let me read the comments a bit. Comments are so weird, I don't know. People are speaking in different languages, I don't even understand it. Okay. More questions to come. Do I work for Jdrf? I'm not sure actually if you saw this top. I'm wearing the Jdrf top, but I don't work for the Jdrf. I'm their fitness ambassador. Yeah, that answers that question. Did you actually goes into the paper? I think what it means is, did I actually feature in the newspaper, The Guardian? I have it beside me. So that is The Guardian, yesterday's edition. And here is me. Ta-da! So how did I feature? I got approached by them and Health Awareness through the Academy, Diabetes Academy, to be featured. That's all, really. And yeah, they're doing a great job. Health Awareness. If you have to check their website, to be honest. So the article that I wrote is there, but you have to check their website for other diabetes stuff that they do. They're very active and they're really good. Okay. The question: how do I lose weight? I have said that already. Again, how do you diet? Guys, it's the same questions, so I'm gonna just fast forward a bit, if you don't mind me. To be honest, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to choose a question that is common and will help people. That's the thing. Okay, I never read this. I'm gonna read it right now. Okay. So someone said that I just joined the academy. I'm excited to do the lower body workout today. So lower body workout is on the academy we put workouts. So that's a workout that we put. Overall, what is your diet philosophy? I just said that. I'm researching mastering diabetes method, higher carb, low fat, protein, which is a plant-based whole food. Just curious where you guys fall on the spectrum between this method and Dr. Bernstein. So mastering diabetes, they do exactly what I said, is that they actually go high carbs. They go very low in fat. Because they believe in the same principle that I believe in, which is the insulin resistance. Dr. Bernstein, he goes the other way around. He goes very, very low carbs. I personally think, and this is just an opinion, don't quote me on this, you do what you want. I think going low carbs is a bit outdated. Why? Because your body needs the carbs. If you go low carbs, your diabetes management will be better, yes, because as I said, you're not going to have that glucose in your blood. But going low carbs as well will have this, you're going to be suffering in terms of nutrition. The food is not nutritious enough. So in terms of, advantages, now I would go with mastering diabetes more. That's what I would be targeting. Yeah. Guys, I have one more question that I'm going to answer. Let me choose one because it's already half. Oh, by the way, I said it's going to be an hour, but I think it's going to be half an hour because then I have to feature another program. So I have one more question to answer. It's going to be... I want to pick a nice one. Okay. I already answered that person privately, but I'm going to say the question again and answer it. How do you deal with your diabetic kid? How do you deal with your diabetic kid? Diabetic kids, you need to, as I said before, that you need to be mentored yourself as a parent. So depending on the age, I can't remember, I think it was 11 or something, you need to be mentored in a way. Kids don't understand. Kids don't get it. If you're not showing the support, and by support, I don't just mean understanding your insulin to carb ratio and carbohydrates and carb counting and all that. No, not that. I'm talking about mental support. Mental support. If you're not there mentally, if all the time you're reminding them that they have diabetes, if you call it a disease instead of calling it a condition, if you tell them that they are suffering from diabetes instead of having diabetes, if you keep on asking them, oh, do you take your insulin? Do you take your insulin? So on. No, that doesn't. That is going to have a very, very negative impact on them. If you, for example, tell them not to take insulin in front of people, you're just destroying the kid mentally. Thing is, you need to grow up knowing that diabetes is a manageable condition. Whether it is a disease or not, don't think about it as a disease. Otherwise, it's going to get to you straight away. So I wouldn't try to have any negative impact on them. Support them mentally first, and then support them physically by knowing your math and knowing your science and knowing your foods and knowing your carbohydrate counts and your insulin to carb ratio and so on. So this is my main answer to this, is support them mentally. Right. I think that's it for today, guys. I'm going to be featuring again in an hour. Well, I have to prepare something for it, so that's where I'm going to go. I hope that was useful, and happy Diabetes Day to you all.